Hello everyone, Hamas28 here, and today we're back in the world of Stoneblock 4. So, as we left off last episode, we're going to be bringing home the chicken. So, there are three things we're going to need to set this up. Our stasis chamber, the fluid laser base, and a black laser lens. So, I already had the stasis chamber, as you can see here. Now, to craft it, it honestly wasn't that difficult. Stasis chamber. Because it only takes an advanced machine frame, 3 soul sand, 2 gold gears, a piston, and 2 gassed tears, all stuff you should have available at this point in the game. I originally had it because I was trying to use the, I forget what it's called, hydroponic bed, but I think I needed a wither for that, and then I had to craft more stuff, and then I thought, I'm just gonna skip that for now. But now we're gonna be doing it. So, let's also make the fluid laser base and the black laser lens. So for the laser base, we're gonna need all of this stuff, so let's get it crafted. Ooh, we need more pink slime. I wish there was an easier way to get pink slime, because pink slime only comes from animals from the mob slaughter factory, and we're kind of running out of test subjects that we can use. Where is my ender lead? There it is. Oh, I wonder. We could just use chickens, right? Chickens should work for this too. Okay, not if they walk out of the way. This is working, right? Unless I can make it so they don't move. Okay, so chickens do work. I just need to trap them in there. So let me make a little fence. Like so. And let's see. They could jump up here and then walk out. So if I do this, we just take our chickens. That should start making pink slime. Perfect. Now let's throw in some upgrades on this guy. Industrial 4 going. I believe they're called add-ons. Yep. So we're going to need a speed upgrade, we're going to need the efficiency upgrade, and the processing upgrade. And then we could just get some more chickens. So let's grab some seed. Seed. Chicken seed. And let's gather some more chickens. This is actually quite horrifying when you think about it. So don't think about it too much. A little bit faster. Okay, dump these guys in here. Oh, let me put the upgrades first, and now dump this guy. And it looks like it does process all the chickens at once. Okay, so that gets us 4.6 buckets of pink slime, some liquid meat, and now we should be good to craft this guy. We will need an energy transformer, which we can also craft that. That goes in here. Let me remove the seed so it stops flipping out. Energy transformer. Click that, fluid base, and then we need this guy, which will take a lens. How do you make the lenses though? In the dissolution chamber. So it looks like you'd put in any glass pane, laser lens, and they're all colored. We specifically need the black one. So we just put black dye, some latex, and glass panes in the dissolution chamber. Come in here, black laser lens, this one, this, encode. I forget which one is the dissolution chamber. There it is. Put that in there. Now we should be able to request a black lens. That's so weird. When you click it here, it opens this one, but it should show all of them. Black laser lens. Now if I search laser lens, we can request it. Gets made. Oh, I didn't put in the speed upgrades here. And it doesn't matter too much. So now we have everything we need for this. Now let's see, milking a chicken. For the next step, you'll want to craft a dislocator and bind it directly on top of the stasis chamber. Once you have the setup ready to go, head to the arena and right-click the dislocator into the receptacle. Hopefully the chicken will fall right into your trap. Milking the mighty ender chicken will give you molten chaos, which can be used to make tiny chaos shards. Now it does specifically mention that you should use a compact machine. So where did I put the other one? Over here? So we need to make a dislocator. Unbound. Sneak right click to bind your current X, Y, and Z coordinates as well as the direction you're facing and the dimension you're currently in. Okay, so we need to step through the portal to head over here to the arena. Now if we place this guy over here, okay, never mind. If we come out over here, there's the portal. And place this guy over here. It really doesn't matter where we place the compact machine because we can just move it around later. Come inside here. Fluid laser base, stasis chamber, laser lens. So you have to do the stasis chamber here. This will need power. Now that I think about it, how much power? It says 10,000 FE. How expensive is it to run? I might just use a battery. Then you come in here, we're going to right click with the dislocator, bound to this. And bind it directly to the top of the stasis chamber. Once you have the setup ready to go, head to the arena and right click the dislocator into the receptacle. Okay, so we need to turn this on. So let's grab, first let's go home. Because I need an energy cube. Should not take too long to craft this guy. Oh, wait, no, I know what I can do. I don't need an energy cube. I could just use another tesseract. So let me make a tesseract here. And then grab some enderium. I need a bucket. So let me cancel this. Bucket. Enderium. Place this. And I forgot about that. Where's my wrench? Wrench right there. How do I reset this? There we go. Goes back in there. And right click this. That's going to make our tesseract. Then we should be able to pull it right back out. And I did it too early. Dang it. That's what's really annoying about this, is that if you wait for it, you need to wait for it to cast perfectly. If you right click it, you just pull the frame out and you ruin the craft. Actually, can I just right click the bucket into this? No. Like this, right click that. Molten Ender goes in. And then we're just going to attach it to this pipe over here. Oh, I need two. I need one to... Wait, no, I could just do... Because these go to different places. Okay, I will need two. So let's make one more. Why are you not crafting a tesseract? I thought this is how I crafted before. Let's see. Tesseract. Tesseract. Fluid casting. 1 block of molten ender into... Wait a minute. Oh, I think that's why. The import bus is set to pull whatever. So let me put this back in here. And now it should work. There it is. Cooling 1 tesseract. So, tesseract frame. Some more enderium. Yoink. Yoink. Tesseract frame. Enderium. And do that. There we go. So that's our 2 tesseracts. Why did it this... Oh, the dislocator. And we'll grab this one and put it over here. We're going to create a new one. Cancel energy. Create. This is going to go to Ender Chicken. Ender Chickie. Activate. Send only. Grab this. Reset this filter. So now, if we go back into the machine frame, we can do this. Ender Chick, activate, receive only, and now the stasis gets the power. Now, how do we use the stasis engine? Because you actually have to set up this whole thing. I think it was over here. Stasis chamber, fluid lasers, fluid laser base. I think there was a picture here. Where did I see the picture before? Oh no, I was watching a video. To upgrade to the final tier, you'll need to get ether gas from the wither. To do this, you'll need to use the fluid laser base and some laser drills. You might also want to look into making the stasis chamber to keep it from exploding. The laser base is placed in the center above the wither and needs the laser drills and purple laser lens to work. So we have the fluid laser base, so I guess we're also going to need the laser drill. Should be able to craft this. Minus the pistons, as always. Laser drill, done. And we're going to need some cobblestone to build a frame here. Cobblestone. So the Ender Chicken is quite big. Oh, what the? Huh? What was that? Oh, it's the stasis chamber. I got too close. That's why. So if you get too close, it hits you with slowness, minus 2040% speed. Okay, let me turn you off for now. Run with redstone signal. There we go. So now I can approach it. So this will keep the chicken from moving. So now we need to come up here. I think this is good enough. Place this guy. I think it has to be placed... No, not like that. I think like this. And no, that doesn't work. Maybe I can wrench it. Let me see. Rotate. Nope. How does this work? Target 404 not found. The laser base is placed in the center above the wither and needs laser drills. Wait, is this the base? This is the drill. So I need to place the base up here. Like so, I think. Now we could take the laser drill, like so. Target 404 not found. Black laser lens. Laser lens. Output. Depth 6. How much is that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I have a book. Maybe the book says. There we go. Fluid laser base. Fluid laser base. When fully charged, a laser drill. When fully charged with a laser drill, it will When fully charged with a laser drill, it will fill fluids. To do it, it will need a specific catalyst that won't be consumed, and the machine needs to be placed in a specific biome and be drilling at a specific depth. Some fluids might need an entity under the machine to produce the values. To produce the fluid, check JI for values. Let's see, and laser drill. This machine, when provided with power, charges the first ore laser base and fluid laser base that it finds in the working area. Okay, so I need to move this, or can we change the working area? So if I place this guy, say right here, target, okay, it does work now. Now we just need to power these guys using some cables. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so now he's doing stuff, they're doing stuff. This is slowly progressing. We can put upgrades in here, so let's craft those add-ons. 2 of these. 2 of these. And 2 of these. Oh, we gotta wait for the other ones to finish. This is why I probably should have put the speed increases into the fluid processor, that machine. Add-on speed. Let me turn this off. Okay, 2 of those. 1, 2. Oh, you can't put the processing upgrade in here. Interesting. Can probably put the speed increase, though. No, you can't do the speed increase either, only the processing time. But you can put the rest in here. Interesting. So this only has buckets, so how does this run? Weird. Okay. Once you have the setup ready, go to the arena and right-click the dislocator into the receptacle. So we need to turn this guy on. Okay, so that's the area. Dislocator is set to right above it. So now if we leave this place, come over here, it said this guy, dislocator receptacle. Ooh, cool stuff is happening. Okay, so now we need to summon the chicken. What chapter was that in? What chapter did I summon the chicken in? Was it number 4? Number 3? Number 2? What chapter was the chicken spawn in? It was one of the ones we had to do some fighting. I could have swore... Ender Technology, the Maze Vault, Tampering with Spirits, Flame of the Disco. Let's see. Chicken. Oh, that's how we craft it. Yeah. Mighty Ender Chicken Egg. We will need 1 piece of dark matter. So now if I just do this, I think it worked. So it should have been teleported. Why is that guy over there? But he's tiny, though. He is a mighty ender chicken, though. Is it working? Nothing's really happening. His hitbox is really big, so I can't even access the... Yeah, see, I can't even, like, right-click right here. Yeah, because his hitbox is in the way. But I think it's working. I just can't tell if these machines are working because I can't touch them. So it did say that it will teleport back if the thing's not working. Let me see. I think it was right here. The laser base needs to be placed depending on the size of the chicken that you warp over. The goal should be to place the base directly above the chicken's head, which if tiny, will be 1 block above it. To achieve a tiny chicken, as soon as you summon it, place in the dislocator to immediately open the portal. Oh, so this isn't going to work because the chicken's right there. Okay, I think we have to try this again. So let me do this. Nope, that didn't do anything. Oh, he's doing stuff. He's still tiny, though. Well, I think I'll just have to kill the chicken to start it over. Let's see. Yeah, he's so tanky. Luckily, we could just cheese him like this, which is what we were supposed to do. But I guess I should have read the quest book more intimately. Let me see. Luckily, it can't do anything to us. But the hitbox is weird. The hitbox is up here, while his body is down there. Okay, so we can enter in there, drop some stuff that we don't need anymore. So let me see. So, depth 6, output laser lens. Yeah, this didn't get anything, so we need to move this guy and you. Fluid laser base, you have to go right here. Which means we need to take down these cables. And then this laser drill has to be like right over here. Why are you facing the ground? I think if I do this. How do you not see it? It's right there. Oh no, he sees it now. Okay, so now we power this guy. Put the laser lens in there. So now this should work. Put the upgrades back in there. So now if we resummon our chicken, oh, let me set up the output first. So let me grab some pipes. Elite mechanical pipe, and we'll put it into a drawer, a fluid drawer. Like so. So we'll have it piped out of the top. That is not the top. Here. Wrench. Okay, we'll pipe it over here. Bam. So now, let's see if this works. So I gotta make sure this is on. Ignored, okay. Come out over here. Right click this. Summon the chicken, and then turn on the dislocator. Done. So now if we check this out, Mighty Ender Chicken is in, and nothing is happening. Oh wait, he took damage. Something happening? I think it's working. Molten Chaos. So now if we come out to the top here, I just need to extract. Oh, I can just set this. I can't set it to extract. So like, oh no, there we go. Output, top, push, Molten Chaos. This is so slow though. If I add more laser drills, does it go faster? Let me see. Charges the first fluid laser base it finds in the working area. So if we add more of these, it should make this go faster. So let me add 3 more laser drills. Because we're going to need a couple of these shards. And let's see, I'm going to make a bunch of pistons. Planks. Planks. Pistons. Okay, now let's make the, what are they called again? Laser drills. One. Retry. There we go. 2, and then it should be 3. Perfect. So now if we put this guy here, you there, you here, we just have to power these. See, power won't flow through them. Let's make a couple more cables. They don't have to be really big. We could just use the simple universal cables. Goes there. And on this side. Now, is it going any faster? I can't tell. Oh, wait a minute. If I use the... No, because these charge the pouch. I could put upgrades in these to make them go a little bit faster, I guess. Maybe if I upgrade the speed on these guys. Okay, that does work. Wow, this is horrible to think about. So I'm not going to think about it. So now we're milking the chicken to make tiny chaos fragments. Now to make the tiny chaos fragment, we have to take 100 millibuckets of molten chaos and put it in a nugget cast to get a tiny chaos fragment. Can I just dump this into the thing though? Let's see. Tiny chaos. I think I can get around this without needing to cast it. So if we go to this place, take you. Let's go back home now. What I should be able to do is if we just come out over here, I will need the ingot cast for the tiny chaos fragment. So we need a nugget cast, which is 4 ingots of steel and any nugget. Steel. Dark steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then any nugget. You could just do this. Oh, there's still molten ender in here. Okay, let me break you. Okay, 4 steel. So now if we just take this guy out and put the steel ingot here, we can make our cast. And then I should be able to just pull the fluid out of the drawer and put it on the casting table. So if we steal this guy and come in here, yeah, it does make it just very slow. How much does it take for a single shard? Chaos shard. A single shard takes 100 millibuckets, and we're currently producing... Wait, how much is that? 1 millibucket like every 10 seconds. So this is exceptionally slow. But now if I grab this and I take a pipe, I should be able to just click this here, do that, you go in here, and set this to pull. And it works. A tiny fragment of chaos. Now if I just grab a little chest and another pipe, a logistical pipe, you here, chest, and set this to pull, they'll go in here. Perfect. Milking a chicken. A whole lot of chaos. It wants us to make 1 chaos shard, and a chaos shard is made from 9 large chaos fragments, which are made from 9 small chaos fragments, which are made from 9 tiny chaos fragments. Luckily, we can make a chaos chicken, which will create 1 tiny chaos fragment, and to do so, all we need is 4 large chaos fragments and a bunch of awakened draconium. Which is honestly going to be a lot easier than waiting like 20 years for this to finish. Oh, I never hooked up these ones. Whoops. It's still very slow. How many laser drills can I effectively put on here? They each take 1,000 FE to run though. It doesn't say how much per tick though. Interesting. So that's slowly making chaos fragments. If I use a bunch of our bottled time, we do make it go faster, but this is still insanely slow. There's really no way to make this better, right? See, there's no upgrade I can put in there. Add-on for the fluid laser base. Speed processing. Processing speed, no. We could put the speed upgrades in here to make these run faster. So we can put speed, processing, and reduction time. I'm not really sure what the processing upgrade is doing. Maybe it makes this go a little bit faster. Because it seems like this has a progress out of 20. Each time one of these finishes, it pushes that progress by 1. So I think if we fill up the rest with the add-ons, it should make it go faster. So let's grab 3 of these. 3 of these. And then 3 of these. We will have to wait for the other crafts to finish. But man, this is slow. Like, I thought making all the draconium was going to be difficult just because of the sheer quantity. But this one's going to be difficult just because of how slow it is. What you could do is multiply the suffering by getting more ender chickens. But it might be easier just to make 1 ender chicken go really fast. So let's dump these upgrades. That has 3. That has 3. And then the last one. Yeah, I can hear it. It is going faster now. Oh, but then he's going to run out of life. I stepped in it. That's not good. There we go. So once it reaches like 3 life, this stops running. Oh man, that's going to reduce efficiency even more. Wow, that sounds really sadistic. Oh, once it has no life, it's not going to run anymore. That's reducing efficiency. So I'm going to have to replace you with a new chicken. So let me head back over there and put in a new chicken. There must be a way to heal the chicken. Okay, yep, there he goes. Can I throw potions of healing at it? Because now if we come back over here, come back in here. Yep, it works. He's taking the damage, and it's making the tiny chaos fragments. How much damage does he take? He takes 5 damage. Wow, this is so slow. Okay, so if we do the math, tiny chaos, it takes 100 millibuckets. Every time he takes damage, you get 1 millibucket, so he needs to take damage 100 times. He takes 5 damage every time, which means a single ender chicken only gives you enough for, I think, like 2 to 3 fragments. Wow, this is so slow. Oh, I think I know what we need to do. You just gotta multiply the suffering. Did not think I'd be saying that this many times this episode. Dark matter. Oh, wrong thing. Dark matter. Come in here. Craft like 10 of these. Gonna need some more of these dimensional shards. So now if we come back over here, oh wait, no, I don't need to leave this place yet. You just gotta do this, watch. So if we just add more chickens, this is either the greatest idea I've ever had, or I'm going to enter that machine block and it's going to be really bad. Okay, power's flowing. It's lagging a lot now. Let's see. It does not seem to be helping. But now there's multiple chickens in here, which means it should last a lot longer. So now if I multiply the output by hitting this to 64 times speed, the damage is going a lot faster, and we're producing molten chaos, tiny chaos, at breakneck speeds. So we're at 13. So obviously this is terrible. This is extremely slow, which means we need the tiny chaos chicken. Chaos chicken. Chaos chicken. Which is going to take 4 large chaos fragments. Which is going to take 9 of these. 4 times 9. 4 times 9 times 9 is how much? Calculator. 4 times 9 times 9, 324. We're currently at 17, so I'm going to have to chunk load this. How do I? Modified. Shift, right click. How do I forgot how to do it. How do I claim it? Shift left button to force load. There. Okay, so now this is force loaded, so this is going to run forever. But we need... how many? Wait. I just pulled up the calculator and then I closed it. 9 times 9 times 4. We need 324 of these. We're currently at 18, so this is going insanely slow. So, if we just keep speeding this up... eventually all the chickens are going to run out of health, which is not going to fix it, but it does make it go a lot faster. But is this really the intended solution? This is a terrible solution. A whole lot of chaos goes into black holes, and there's really no other way of making this until we get the chaos chicken. Let's see. So is there a way to heal these guys? I can make splash potions of healing. I guess that would work. Otherwise, I just have to leave them in there, and then they'll regenerate health, take the damage, make some more. But even with 11 chaos chickens, that's going to be so slow. Well, I guess while we wait for that to finish, we work on other things. Bounty board, chaos chicken, dragon egg, thank you, exploration, dislocator, draconic evolution, chaos fragment. You gain access to tiny chaos fragments after facing off against the mighty ender chicken. You will need to use a fluid laser to extract molten chaos, which can be turned into tiny chaos. You can learn more about how to do this in the Tier 5 chapter. By milking the mighty ender chicken, you can acquire molten chaos that can be solidified into chaos shards, used to upgrade your infusion setup and craft the most advanced draconic evolution items. You can now upgrade your draconic gear to chaotic tier. Black laser lens. Yeah, molten chaos 1. Any dimension, any biome. Has to be over the mighty ender chicken. Huh. But that's so slow. Yeah, 100 lava. 1 millibucket. Why are they sadistic? Who designed this? Anyways, okay. While we wait for that, we have other things we can work on. We can go down the right side of the Radiance questline and go to particle acceleration. Particle acceleration is a very complex subject, but it must be done. You will need to first create plutonium dust and use that to create plutonium pellets. Take a look at the particle acceleration quest if you want to learn more. Particle accelerators are quite complex. Because of this, each part is split into different quests to break down how they work. To create new items with this machine, you will need to collide items from 2 separate controllers. Which one was that? Oh, it's over here. Why is... oh, because I never got an Enderic lens in my inventory. I can fix that real quick. And Enderic lens, craft 1. Because all those quests should be completed by now. So I'll just put this in here, and then that should make it go a lot faster while we work on the particle accelerator. Okay, there we go. Enderic lens. Yeah, it finishes all these quests. Oh, and it gives you a budding amethyst. Promethium gives you some more promethium. Particle accelerator. And there we go, particle accelerator. So let me dump this stuff in there. So we need to craft the accelerator itself. Particle accelerator, linear motor, a dropper. Ion thrusters with the assembler, reinforced carbon sheets. Light naphtha carbon fiber strand. Light naphtha gets from refining oil, biofuel, or heavy oil. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a lot more Oreotech to actually finish that off. Because we need all of this stuff. Because we have everything else, just not these. Ion thrusters. We have the flux gate and the batteries. Yes, we're just gonna have to set up another refinery to make the light naphtha. Because our current refinery is just producing nothing right now because it's out of lava. But yeah, it's almost full of shield fire. We have 85 buckets of strange matter. Well, since this guy's not doing anything right now... Oh, so it'll come out in here. No, it'll be easier just to make a second refinery. We have the resources to do it. So, particle accelerators. Gotcha. Okay, so let's get it started. Particle accelerator, this guy, this one, assembler is good. Okay, we need a second refinery, which takes all this stuff. Probably should have just typed refinery. Refinery. We're going to need 3 of these, which is going to take another 2 of these guys, some fluid pipes. 1, 2. And these, we need to craft these. You know what, this is a good time, since we're going to be using a lot of Oritech stuff, let's spend some of our money that we've gotten at, which one was it? Was it this guy? Not this guy. Was it you? Which one was it that sold the... Oh, was it the ones in the other area? Let me see. Might have been one of these guys. Nope, not these, not that guy. Was it you? It wasn't you. Oh, he sells this one, but we didn't unlock it yet. Which one sells the tier 9? The Wormrite. So I'm gonna need the efficiency add-on. I'm gonna need maybe like 3 of these. Actually, we can't afford that much. And, okay, we'll take 2 and 2 for now. That way we can speed up our Oritech crafting. So if I fall through the floor over here, let's see, where is your upgrade slot? You have a slot in the back and on the side. Oh, but I'm using that one for power. Okay, so first things first, I need to craft Oritech A. Oh, that's the wrong thing. At Oritech, I need to craft the machine add-on extender. So we're going to need these machine cores. And some more copper reinforced plating. And the way these work is, as you saw in the picture, he has slots for add-ons on each side and in the back. So you just attach this guy right here. And now you can see he has more room for add-ons. It's the same for this guy. So now you just slap on the speed add-on, slap on the efficiency add-on, and now when you right-click him, you can see the add-ons have added 200% processing speed plus 100% energy efficiency. Now this guy is just processing all the time, so that one doesn't really matter. This one we will want to upgrade, so we'll put this block here, efficiency add-on and speed add-on, and now it gets the same bonuses. And you can see it shows it here. And the cool thing about these is you can just keep putting more machine add-on extenders and keep stacking on the upgrades for as much as you have the upgrades. Let's see, so there's the assembler. The foundry, we could also add one. I think if you type in foundry, it should also show you which ones it accepts, and it doesn't. But for some of these, we will need like more duradium. So we'll want upgrades on this one too, but for now, we can leave it alone. So we need to make the refinery. This guy, grab those. 2. make a cauldron, and make a second refinery. Now I don't think the refinery has any upgrade slots though. Yeah, this one doesn't. So let's see. Let's put this guy. We have channels over here. We have power over here too, so we'll just put this guy down over here. And he needs 4 or 5 machine blocks. Machine core blocks. So you can see, if you use the primitives, that's why this says here the better cores only allow more extenders. But since we're just using this guy, craft 100. We could just use the basic ones. And he just needs 1 more. And then why did we need this guy? Oh, we needed reinforced carbon, which takes light naphtha. Okay, so we needed... I lost my train of thought. We need light naphtha in a refinery. So we actually need 2 refineries, because to make light naphtha, we need biofuel, oil, heavy oil, or oil. There's no difference. Where do we get oil from? Oil we get from molten carbon and slime. Okay, so we need 3 refineries. We have molten carbon, so we're going to put molten carbon in here and slime balls to make oil. So let me grab cables. I didn't realize we're going to be setting up a whole production chain right now, but I guess we are. So we need to connect this guy with an exporter for carbon. Export. And this is going to get carbon. Luckily we have a carbon fluid cow. Yep, there we go, molten carbon. Goes in there. We're gonna need, I think, 1 or 2 acceleration cards. Acceleration cards. We'll do 2, because the cow isn't that fast. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. That does 2 buckets every second or so. So that's full of carbon. We also need to do slime. And now we need to power it. So we'll bring power over here. And now that's producing oil. Okay. So now we're producing oil. Now we can use the oil to make our light naphtha. Canola oil, refined, crystallized. Where's the oil? Oil, Oritech. So we can also burn this in the fuel generator. It doesn't say how much power this gives though. Production, 8,000 per tick. You can put add-on slots to make it produce more. So let's see, oil, light naphtha, heavy oil, sulfuric acid. We're already storing sulfuric acid. Clay catalyst beads. I'm not going to craft those. Oil. So we're going to turn oil into heavy oil, naphtha, and sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid will get stored in the AE system. If I export to the AE system, it should go in this fluid drawer. Then we'll use the naphtha to make our alloy, but then the heavy oil, we'll burn the heavy oil for fuel. You could further break it down again, but you have to provide sand, and then that makes diesel and more sulfuric acid. Then you can burn the diesel to make turbo fuel, and then you can use the turbo fuel to make a ton of energy. But I think we're fine. So we're going to need 2 more refineries. And then these are going to have to be bigger ones too, right? Because this oil breaks down into, yeah, oil breaks down into that. And then we're just going to, wait, oil into light naphtha. Light naphtha into this. Okay, so I do need 2 more refineries. Almost confused myself. So let's make 2 more refineries. Refinery. At this point, I should have made it an autocraft. 1, 2. More of these. I think 6 is enough. Okay, that's 1 refinery. We need 2 more of these. So now these should craft a lot faster because I put in the upgrades, so it should run twice as fast. One, 2. And make this one. And refinery. Okay, now these both need 9 machine cores, so we need 18 machine cores in total. Machine core. $300 wood, please. And we needed 18 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 18. And then we'll put this guy right here. And you right here. There we go. Now we have to put the refinery add-on. Refinery. We need 4 of these again. Okay, 4 of these refinery chamber modules. Put them on top. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then those take 5 each, so we need 20 machine cores. $20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that kind of broke it. Let me break this guy. And there we go. Okay, so now these guys need power. Okay, so now they're powered. Now we need to move the fluids. We need to move the oil out of here into this machine. So now we need a fluid pipe. We don't need that much capacity. Yeah, basic mechanical pipe is good enough. Grab our wrench. Oil goes in here. Oil comes in here, so now that's going to get broken down into heavy oil, light naphtha, and sulfuric acid. Now I need to grab our Flux ME cable and connect this to the AE system. If I just, actually, for these I had to pipe it directly from those cores, so I think I have to do the same here. So I'll need to do one here for the sulfuric acid. Where is the heavy oil? So that's our light naphtha, that's the sulfuric acid. The light oil is in here. So if we grab our mechanical pipe, we should just go here, down here. Not like that. That didn't break it, right? Can I left click? Because I need this to, if I set this to pull, oh, there's heavy oil in the pipe. And now there's heavy oil in here. Dang it. Okay, so I should be able to just... Can I push the heavy oil back in here? Let me see. Pull. No, that just pulled the heavy oil out. I need to push. And it won't go back in. Great. Okay. So I just messed that up. So what this needs to do is I need you to be disconnected. I need you to be disconnected. I need you to pull and you to come in here. Okay, light naphtha. Okay, so now this is full of oil. I need to get this oil out. So I can do a void trash can for fluids. Put this here. So now if I do a pipe there and here, oh, I can't get it to come out. I can get this one to come out though. Okay, so that's gonna pull the oil out of there. Now we need to get the oil out of here, which means I need some slime balls. We're gonna have to produce real quick. So this is going to, oh, this is heavy oil. Okay, I think the only way I can get the heavy oil out is if I just break the compact machine. So now if I do this, okay, now the light naphtha goes inside. Oil, you're full of sulfuric acid. So I could, I know what I'll do. We're gonna just grab an importer. Import bus. We're going to import the oil, the sulfuric acid, into the AE network, and in theory, it should go into this fluid drawer. So now if I just connect this over here, this should work. So now just set this to sulfuric acid. Okay, it's draining, and this one, I think it worked. Let me see. Sulfuric. Okay, so I think it went in here. I can't be sure though. So now this is gonna keep running. Sulfuric acid comes out, heavy oil will build up in here. And now this guy gets the light naphtha. So now that we have light naphtha, now we can use the light naphtha in here with carbon fiber strands to make the reinforced carbon sheets. And that seems like this is literally the only use for light naphtha in the refinery, is making these carbon fiber strands. I mean, for making this alloy. So let's make some more carbon fiber. Let's just request 64, a full stack. And you can see our fluid cow is making molten carbon, which is going in here. Oil, we have a ton of oil that's getting processed out here. And then with this heavy oil, we're going to burn it into a generator. So we're going to need to connect the cable. I won't have the no, where should I install the generator? Let's see. Generator. Fuel generator. We would need 2 basic generators. 1 and 2. Basic generator. Fuel generator. Now this guy does take 17 machine cores. As you can see, he's quite big. So we're going to install this guy next to the oil here. don't have any torches, do I? Let's see, torches. Okay, our carbon fiber strands are done. So we're gonna put these in here. And this guy did not need the chamber modules, now that I think about it. He just needed the light naphtha, so that was kind of a waste of my time. Anyways, and we're making reinforced carbon sheets. Awesome. So now we take this guy, put him in here. He needs... How many did you need, buddy? Generator. He needs 17 machine cores. Machine core. We're going to use the basic ones. He needs 17. Bam. He is quite cool. I like his animation. Look at that. He's done. Now, he has add-on slots in the front and back, and I'm going to show you just how crazy you can get with the add-ons. So if you type in Aura Tech, and I needed this guy, the add-on extender, we're going to need some more of these, and then some more basic machine cores. So we've got 3. So what you can do is if you come in the back here, you can do 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh, that one's 2. I think that's the max, actually, that we can do. Unless, maybe it's a space issue? Okay, no, it's not a space issue. Maybe, actually, can I put one in the front? No. Okay, so it's not a space issue. So since I built it out of basic machine cores, we can only add 2 machine add-on extenders. But now, when you right-click this guy and click add-ons, that's how many slots he has for add-ons now. He went from 2 to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we went from 2 slots to 10 slots. And for this guy, I believe the efficiency add-ons are what you want. It'll make him generate more energy, which is hilarious. So now from this guy, we just want the heavy oil, which is in this pipe here. So if you just do this and set you to extract, he's producing 8,000 RF per tick. Nice. So let's add this to our energy network with some more cables. I think 30 should be enough to connect everything. And this isn't in the way. If you get too close to the extractors, they do shut off. So now if we just come around here, you have to set these to extract the power, by the way. We'll connect it to this guy over here. So now that's going to add more power to the network that's different from the generators over here. Now I think you can, so you can see the processing speed and the energy efficiency change is what determines how much power you get. Because if you take a look at heavy oil in here, heavy oil in the fuel generator burns 100 millibuckets in 2 seconds. If you increase the processing speed, it burns through the same 100 millibuckets just faster, and if you increase the energy efficiency, you get more power. So I believe if we go to the worm right again and spend our money on efficiency and speed. No, actually, I think just efficiency. I don't need a ton of power fast, I just need to get very efficient power. We come over here. I think it should show the change in energy production. So it says 100, 100, 100. Put this guy there. 100, 500. I'm not actually sure what that does. I'm not sure if that means it now produces an extra 400%, which is essentially 5 times more energy, or if it's just better. Not really sure. But you can just slap more upgrades on there, and it does its thing. What do you got, buddy? Nothing of use. Thank you for nothing. Okay, but now we have our advanced reinforced carbon sheets, which is what we wanted this whole time. Now we can make the particle accelerator and our ion thrusters. So we need to do this in our assembler. So let me add that to the assembler. This one, that one, ion thruster into the assembler. Foundry, you're the assembler, right? Yep. So now, make 2 of these. See, they're going in here, right? Yeah, they do go in here. So it's processing twice as fast. Then we need all of this. All of that. And then I have to put in the reinforced carbon sheets in there for it to function. Craft. Oh wait, I think I told this to craft twice. Oh, there we go. So now it made those. And now we're just waiting on... Wait, why are we crafting? Cancel this. This one, that one. Craft those. Done. They should go in here now. Okay, there they go. And what did we unlock from the quest book? Power. Oh, the generators. Yeah, see, higher tier fuels provide the same RF per tick, they just last longer. So now that that's done, we can make our particle accelerator linear motor, and we can make these 2 things, and then make our particle accelerator. Now the thing is, this guy is a very big machine, so he does take quite a lot of space. That's 1, and then the second one should be finishing now. There we go. And particle accelerator. All of that just for a single device. Let's see, you guys are working, right? Heavy oil, yep, you're going in. Light naphtha. Eventually this is going to fill with heavy oil because we're just not using that much power. The main difference though is when these generators stop working, we're still going to have power through there. So we're going to actually have a pretty big backlog of energy building up, which is nice. And now if we go back to the quest book, Ori Tech, particle accelerator, done. That was only step 1 of the 3-part steps. Now this episode is getting quite long, so I think I'm going to split it off here. That way next episode we're going to continue and finish the particle accelerator and continue down this quest line. You know, it's funny to me. I find it comedic that this whole side was honestly pretty fast, and then you come in here and it's like, yeah, this is going to take you a couple hours. This single chapter here is actually going to take you an hour or 2, and then you still have these 3 steps right after it. But anyways, as always, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.